The vampire killing spike video I did, I actually have a follow-up to that. I'd like to show you some backup weapons that I have to slay vampires. It's kind of cool. Some weapons from my knife collection. And here we go. Vampire Slayer Weapon 1. I have this, which would be my original SOG Pentagon boot knife. Double-edged. This one's circa about 1991. It's made from Seki Japan. If you don't know what Seki Japan is back in what I would consider the day, well, say classic, would be the 80s. Where a lot of classic knives, like butterfly knives and things like that, came from Seki Japan. And they still, even today, make some of the coolest knives. It's like a knife town or something in Japan, but we have that. SOG Pentagon. Weapon number 2. This is the Cold Steel Torpedo. Yeah, they do still make it. It's very, very heavy. It's made out of solid steel. I think this thing weighs, I forget what it weighs. It's got to be at least 3, I'd say 3, maybe 4 pounds. It's very, very heavy. I wouldn't want to be on the business end of this. It's a thrown weapon. I do recommend you pick one up. I don't know if this weapon is actually going to be around much longer. I think Cold Steel might be discontinuing this. So I would recommend you get one. Now, I have another interesting weapon. This would be my chain whip. I would say you could use this for, you wrap it around an arm. If you're going out there to kill a vampire, you can wrap it around an arm. Maybe if you're lucky, you can get the neck, try to rip the head off. Maybe get him with the spike end. It's just a neat little backup. So you could use that. Put that right there. I have an interesting weapon. It's a knife. Now, I'm not going to show you the logo. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But here it is. Do you know what this knife is and the manufacturer is? If you know it, tell me in the comments. I'd like to hear. At least stop moving. That's probably annoying. Okay, there it is. Blade. It's thick, it's heavy. It's got a funky rubber. I think this is called Creighton handle, Creighton rubber. Not sure, I forget. A couple of things about this particular knife is, this again is about circa 1990, 1991. A big time knife manufacturer had come out right around that time. And I can't tell you the name of the manufacturer, but they do make some pretty famous butterfly knives. So if anybody knows what this knife is, let me know in the comments. Yeah, this is actually one of the first models that company had put out that year. So they had like first production run of knives. So this is an original. It's dull as hell right now. I need to sharpen it up, fix it up, clean it up. I took this out of the archives. You got the sheath. Here's the sheath. Really heavy duty leather sheath. So I can't show you the logo, but I'll put it down. Move this out of the way. You can tell me what that is. I'd like to hear from you. Just let me know. It's a little pop quiz. Okay, got a few more. vampire killing weapon, say what, number 5, backup weapon, is this guy. I love this knife. I just acquired it, always wanted one, finally got one. It's a rocket blade, or they call it out the front. Old school, I call it rocket blade because that's what we used to call them back in the day. Boom, boom. Hit the button, slide button on this side, comes out, retracts. Little rocket blade for you. Now I'm going to pull out the big guns. And here's big gun number 1. This is my head chopper, my decapitator, for lopping off vampire heads. Also be very, very good in the zombie apocalypse. And also these weapons would be really, really good in the zombie apocalypse. Or just throw it down in general. So if you want to do a nice little dance, this would be a nice little friend to bring to a party. So there's that. Pretty cool. Now this is one of my personal favorites. Love this. It's probably one of the biggest knives I have in my knife collection. Would be this guy. Right here. This is my tactical machete. It's really, really cool. Very, very thick. Heavy. This thing is gotta be, I'd say, pushing maybe 2 pounds. It's pretty heavy. 19-inch blade, curved. It's pretty solid. These are really, really cool knives. You can actually pick up one of these machetes right here, chopping machetes. I think these are like $15 if you can look around and find them, like $15, $20 with shipping. Not very expensive. It's just a really hefty, solid piece of metal. It's pretty heavy, it's pretty strong. It's really sharp actually, that thing. I'd like to take this to a frozen turkey. I think that would be kind of cool. I know this thing can totally destroy a watermelon, but you know, just to get a hold of some frozen turkeys or some frozen chickens, and I'd just like to go to town on it. I think that'd be cool, so maybe you might see something like that in the future. So, and this guy, again, this guy's pretty cool. This is really, really strong. It's kind of scary looking in person, actually. I just wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of this thing. This sucker could definitely go through a car door with no problem. So if you get one of these things on you and you try to hide inside a car from me, it ain't gonna work. This is gonna go right through it, and I'm gonna get you. So that's my video. Hope you enjoyed it. May you find serenity in a mad world, and I'll see you next time.